I want to tell you, Republican voters support him still. The party is his.
Marjorie Taylor Greene, or as I affectionately call her, Dairy Queen, bounces around the news like she actually has some value to the world.
MAGA cannot be ignored.
But of course, listening to her speak for more than, say, 30 seconds proves that she either fell out of her crib onto her head or her parents met at a family reunion. She has one mode: attack anything she doesn't understand and anyone who speaks in complete sentences. And her biggest foil is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
By the way, I think AOC is going to have a little something to say about who's going to be the nominee in 28. Always, we can have that discussion.
Yeah, I can weigh in on her. Let me ask you a question, Eric. This is a woman. Think about this. This is a woman. She's never been married. She has no children. She's never had a job other than working in a bar. And that was short term from what we understand. She's never run a business. This is a woman that has really no life experience and has no life wisdom because she's never done any of those things. This is why no one will take her serious as a presidential candidate, because we don't want someone that's propped up by the Democrat progressive establishment and who's basically an actress herself, making the most important decisions in America on behalf of Americans, who most of them have had jobs, have jobs, ran companies, have children, and have been married.
Yep. Now, the problem with this particular attack on AOC's status as a single woman is pretty obvious and ironic. Dairy Queen was married until her husband dumped her. Greene's divorce was finalized back in 2022, 10 years after the couple originally filed for divorce, then made up. Greene had affairs with two men at her CrossFit gym. Now, AOC has to be smiling at this one. One was a polyamorous sex guru who lives on a commune, hosts sex classes in soul yurts, and posts X-rated OnlyFans photos of himself naked in nature.
Well, isn't that special?
But a post-divorce Dairy Queen, she quickly found a new fling. She's now dating a right-wing radio host who called it quits with his wife only 2 weeks before Greene's separation announcement.
The members are reminded to abide by decorum of the House. The House will be in order.
But Waffle House reserves her country boner for AOC, mostly because Ocasio-Cortez is smart and articulate and doesn't sound like someone who just emerged from a primordial swamp. Listen to this. It's fucking embarrassing.
We're going to debate. I told her, she asked me if I had read her 14-page Green New Deal. I said, I've read some of it. And she said, well, when you read all of it, then you can challenge me to a debate. Well, the good news is I've read all 14 little pages, and I'm very ready to debate her on the House floor. So this is what we're going to be doing. The date hasn't been set, but when it is set, I will let you know. And she better show up. If she chickens out, then she shows exactly who she really is, a scared little girl that is pretty stupid and doesn't know anything about the economy or economics. And she boasts that she does because she has a degree in economics.
Dairy Queen is to public speaking what gravity is to Wile E. Coyote. And when she does speak,
Indictable.
it's an uncomfortable combination of hilarious and really sad.
Facebook posts have surfaced in which Greene called the deadly Parkland high school shooting fake, along with video showing her harassing Parkland shooting survivor David Hogg.
Why are you supporting red flag gun laws that attack our Second Amendment right?
And Marjie is, not surprisingly, a full-on conspiracy nut, right in line with every other schizo neo-buckethead.
And even questioned whether a plane crashed into the Pentagon on 9/11.
It's odd, there's never any evidence shown for a plane.
How do you get avid gun owners and people that support the Second Amendment to give up their guns and go along with anti-gun legislation? How do you do that? Maybe you accomplish that by performing a mass shooting into a crowd that is very likely to be conservative. Is that what happened in Las Vegas?
Have you seen the picture of Ruth Bader Gingrich walking through the airport?
Yeah, like the body double for Hillary Clinton. So it's interesting.
Yeah.
So
I do not believe that was Ruth. No.
All that aside, though, she has the full support of Donnie Diapers and the backing of her small congressional district with its 18% high school graduation rate. But there's something about AOC that makes her even more crazy.
But AOC was just on the cover of GQ, but I just want to say this. The guy that wrote it, Wesley Lowery, though, he did, and obviously GQ's fake, I don't believe anything they say, but...
Is it me, or does that guy sound drunk?
Believe that's true. So is that true? Do you think she's the third most popular politician in Washington, D.C.?
Well, it depends on how you define popular. I don't know many people that like her very much. I think popular is someone that is well liked. AOC, she's not very smart, Alex. The truth is that she write her bills. She doesn't even understand her own agenda. I've challenged her many times to a debate, and she still won't accept my challenge. I would love to talk with her about the Green New Deal. I would love to talk to her about economic policy and business. But, tragically, as far as she got was being a bartender. And from what I've heard, she doesn't even make drinks that well. So I'm not popularity, and no one really cares about her being on the cover of that magazine that I thought was for men.
Well, let's compare. AOC has a degree in economics, and Dairy Queen can change your oil. So you tell me which is a more significant base of knowledge for a member of Congress. And then there's this.
Think gas prices are high now? Just wait until you're forced to drive an electric vehicle.
What the hell did you just say?
That's real. But humor aside, Dairy Queen has the support of a significant number of the most ignorant electric to ever dress themselves. And she has no intent on hiding her blatant bigotry and anti-Semitism from the American public.
You may have noticed that Jewish space laser has been trending on Twitter.
And can you tell me why so many people that support Donald Trump love conspiracy theories, including yourself? He seems to attract lots of conspiracy theorists.
Well, let me tell you, you're a conspiracy theorist, and the left and the media spreads more conspiracy theories. We like the truth. We like supporting our Constitution, our freedoms, and America first. So,
what about Jewish space lasers? Tell us about Jewish space lasers.
No, why don't you go talk about Jewish space lasers? And really, why don't you f*** off? How about that?
But the most reprehensible part of Trump and his Cracker Barrel love kitten is their complete disregard for anyone who isn't white, chubby, and can sing along with Kid Rock.
Wear your mask, take your pills. Now a whole generation's mentally ill.
Waffle House is the perfect acolyte for Trump, as her incessant display of stupid and massive ironic footprint are impossible to ignore.
That's why they're the party where you don't have to pay back loans. That's why they're the party that is just ripping our country apart. And Joe Biden is wrong. He can't break the law and just forgive everyone's student loan debt.
Here's the problem with that. Dairy Queen, like several Republican members of Congress who voted against student loan relief, well, she got a $175,000 PPP loan that Trump forgave, so she never had to pay it back. Oh, and you know who didn't get a loan? AOC.
What do we take away from this? Are your leaders incompetent, unqualified people compromising national security?
Yes, 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 yes.
Goddamn right.
It's not fair.
They had what? Bloated and fat and disgusting.
I like that.
We're a nation that speaks English.
Look, if something like that thing's start-goggling.
I don't want to talk about this stuff.
Am I wrong?
Yes.
Tick-tock.
You're in a lot of trouble, Donnie.
I think he's crazy.
I'm Chip Franklin.